If you're dreaming about moving to Calgary, I'm going to be real with you. There's a few things you need to hear first. Because while it's a beautiful place with tons to offer, it's just not for everyone. Hey, I'm Sean McGart, a local realtor here in Calgary, and today we're going to dive into the top 5 reasons why you might not want to move here. Some of these are going to surprise you, especially if all you've seen are the mountains, the low taxes, or those sunny Instagram reels. So before you pack your bags or put in for that job transfer, make sure you watch this video all the way through. Reason number 5 is something most people don't find out about until it's too late. Reason 1, those brutal winters. Yes, we've got sunshine and quite a bit of it, but don't let that fool you. Calgary winters are long, cold, and they're wildly unpredictable. We're talking minus 30-degree wind chills one day, and then a plus 7 Chinook the next. The cold here isn't just physical either, it gets into your bones. It messes with your routine, your mood, and even your car battery. Although we get all that sunshine, Calgary averages over 130 days of snow each year. That's more than 30%. And the city uses over 50,000 tons of salt just to keep the roads passable. The winters are long, but January alone can see over 20 days with a temperature below minus 10 degrees. Honestly, it's the only place I know where one day you'll see someone grilling on their balcony in shorts during a Chinook, and then the next morning they're scraping ice off their car. So yeah, if you don't love winter, then Calgary might test you. Reason 2 is the job market here just isn't as easy as it looks. Sure, Alberta has a strong economy, but unless you're in energy, construction, tech, or healthcare, the opportunities can be pretty hit and miss. People move here with big dreams, only to end up struggling and getting burnt out job hunting. It's super emotionally draining when you're qualified, but ultimately overlooked. Calgary's unemployment is generally low compared to the rest of Canada, but there's been times in the last 10 years where we've hovered above the national average. There's even been a shift towards contract or gig work in many industries. And some fields like media, arts, or publishing have limited options. Honestly, you might end up with a very Calgary resume, bartending while doing oil and gas sales calls from your truck. So don't expect that the job market will welcome you with open arms. It depends heavily on what you do. Now, reason number 3, the housing market here moves quickly. This one catches a lot of newcomers off guard, especially if you're moving from a smaller city or a slower moving market. Honestly, it can be stressful. You're ready to settle in, but every house you like is already pending and under contract. Bidding wars are common, and it's super easy to feel like you're always one step behind. Calgary has seen some of the lowest inventory in recent years. In many areas, we've seen detached home prices raise by over 10% year over year, and houses in the $500,000 to $700,000 range can sell within 7 days of hitting the market. Honestly, think of it a little like speed dating, but with houses. You meet the one, and then poof, someone's already put a ring on it before you can even schedule an inspection. If you're not prepared to act quickly, or partner with a realtor who's on top of it, then you might find the market here just a bit too aggressive. Reason number 4, public transit, it's not great. Don't get me wrong, Calgary's C-train is decent, especially if you live or work along the right line. But if you're not downtown or along a major route, then you're going to be driving a lot. It's pretty frustrating when your 15-minute city dreams turn into a 45-minute long commute. Honestly, Calgary is built for cars, not for commuters on foot or on bike. If you're coming from somewhere like Vancouver, Toronto, or Ottawa, then you're going to find Calgary's transit system pretty lackluster, which is why only 9% of Calgarians even use transit to get around. And in winter, expect delays and breakdowns, as they're pretty common. You'll become best friends with your car. Seriously, I mean it. You may as well name it. You're going to be together a lot. So if walkability is high on your list, then Calgary might disappoint, especially if you plan on living outside of the Calgary center area. Reason number 5, it can be hard to break in. This one's more subtle, but it's real. And don't get me wrong, Calgary is friendly on the surface, but a lot of people here already have their tight-knit circles, especially if they grew up in Alberta. So moving here can feel isolating. You're surrounded by people but feel like a total outsider for months. Making real friendships takes time. Calgary has a lot of transplants, but long-term residents tend to stick within their established social groups. And that means that 1 in 4 Calgarians report feeling socially disconnected after moving here. You might even end up getting adopted by your neighbor's dog before you've made your first actual friend here. But the key? Get involved. Volunteer, join local Facebook groups, or head down to your community center. It does take some effort, but eventually it'll click. So should you give up on Calgary? Absolutely not. But like any move, it's not a one-size-fits-all situation. These challenges are real, but with the right mindset and the right guidance, you can absolutely thrive here. If you're serious about the move here, I have people just like you reaching out every week to talk about how they can make that move as smooth as possible. If you want the full picture and to know if Calgary truly is right for you, then reach out. Book a call using the link in the description below. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.